All right, so we've all seen AI that can talk, write, and even whip up some pretty amazing art. But the next big leap is already here. We're talking about AI that doesn't just process information, but actually acts on it in the real world. So let's dive into how that works.
For the past couple of years, we've gotten really used to AIs that can chat and create things. But what if it could do more? I mean, a lot more.
Imagine an AI that could securely connect to your calendar, your company's database, even your email, and then take real, meaningful action for you. That is the huge promise of AI agents, and it's the next frontier we're going to explore today.
Now, listen, this isn't some far off futuristic idea. AI agents are getting to work right now. And for businesses, they represent the next major frontier. So, what are we really talking about here? Well, the latest AI agents are evolving way, way beyond simple chatbots. These are becoming truly autonomous systems. They can reason over your company's data and pull off complex multi-step tasks all on their own.
But, and this is a big but, here's the catch. It's one thing to have a super powerful AI model. It's a completely different and frankly massive challenge to connect that agent to all the real-world tools and data floating around inside a large company.
In fact, if you look at the source material from Databricks, companies are running into three major hurdles when they try to do this. We can basically call them the challenges of trust and scale.
Okay, first up is discovery. Think about a new employee starting at a big company. How do they even figure out what software or database to use to get a task done? It's the exact same problem for an AI agent. How can they find and connect to the right tools or even other agents without different teams just reinventing the wheel over and over again? Next, there's governance. So once that new employee finds the tools, you wouldn't just give them the keys to everything, would you? Of course not. You need rules. So how can organizations enforce serious enterprise-grade security so that only authorized users and, crucially, authorized agents can access specific sensitive tools? And the final hurdle is actionability. Okay, so the employee has found the right tools, they have the right permissions, now what? They still need to know how to use all those things together to actually get work done. For AI, the question is how can companies integrate these governed tools into automated workflows to generate real insights and take secure, meaningful action? So you have these three huge problems: discovery, governance, and actionability. It's kind of the Wild West for AI agents out there right now. And this is exactly where Databricks is proposing a unified solution to tame all that chaos.
They're taking on these challenges with a single unified platform they call AgentBricks, and it's designed specifically to provide that missing layer of security and coordination.
Now, what's really interesting here is just how neatly the solutions map to the problems. For discovery, they've got a central registry called the Catalog and Marketplace. For governance, they use that same catalog, which is built on their existing Unity catalog tool. And for actionability, they introduce something called a multi-agent supervisor, a really clear plan for each hurdle.
So let's break that down a bit. This central catalog basically acts as a one-stop shop for all your internal tools and agents. It lets you discover what's available, govern who and what can access it, simplify security, and even lets you audit how everything's being used. In short, no more redundant work or scary security blind spots. But of course, no company operates in a vacuum, right? To be truly useful, these agents have got to be able to connect to the outside world. And this is exactly where the Databricks Marketplace comes in. Think of it as a hub for finding and connecting to external tools from third-party providers. This means you can extend your agents with real-world capabilities, like financial data or market intelligence, with literally just a single click.
So the really crucial part is seeing how this all comes together. First, your agent discovers the right governed tools it needs, both internal and external. Then, the multi-agent supervisor steps in and acts like a project manager, coordinating multiple specialized agents. Finally, those agents get to work, using the tools to perform analyses, file support tickets, or produce whatever result is needed. It takes you all the way from insight to action.
Okay, this all sounds great in theory, but is it actually connecting to the real world? Well, the answer seems to be a resounding yes, by creating what Databricks is calling an ecosystem of trust.
And that's because some of the top financial data and business intelligence providers are already connecting their tools to this ecosystem right from the get-go. This gives these agents immediate, real-world power. For example, just listen to what Bhavesh Dayalji, the chief AI officer at S&P Global, had to say. He points out that customers can now, and I'm quoting, connect our trusted financial and commodity intelligence with their own data and AI workflows, unlocking real-time insights. That is a really powerful endorsement. And it's not just them. Christina Pieretti from Moody's adds that their trusted data that spans over 600 million company records is available within AgentBricks. I mean, that just highlights the sheer scale and quality of data that's becoming accessible here.
And the full list of launch partners is seriously impressive. We're talking S&P Global, Moody's, Dun & Bradstreet, FactSet, and a whole lot more. This just shows that a really strong foundation is already being built for this agent ecosystem right out of the gate.
Okay, let's wrap this all up and take a quick look at the future of agentic AI. Here are the key things you should walk away with.
So what does this all really mean? First, for AI agents to truly act, they absolutely need secure, governed access to tools. Simple as that. Second, companies are running into those three key hurdles: discovery, governance, and actionability. And finally, the big argument here is that a unified platform is absolutely essential if you want to build and deploy trusted, production-ready agents at scale.
Which really just leaves us with one final thought. As these AI agents start to get secure access to more and more real-world tools, as they bridge that gap between insight and action, what is the very first problem you would have them solve in your world?